Hey everyone, and welcome to my very first teen tutorial. This is going to be a series where I do different looks that are definitely appropriate for teens. I'm going to go through the entire look, not just the eyes, but also what I did for the face, give you some suggested products, but please keep in mind that they are only suggestions. If you have other products that are similar in your collection that you'd rather use, by all means, go ahead and use them. But I'd like to also say that though these are teen tutorials, they are, I think, appropriate for anyone. So if you are interested in learning about a subtle look that uses a little bit of light pink and purple on the eyes and some mineral makeup, if you'd like to see that, I think it would be very wearable for anyone, but I wanted to give teens something that they thought could really work for them, not be quite so dramatic on the eyes, for example, and just use some products that are definitely very affordable. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy this video. Alright guys, so the first step in this look would be to moisturize and prime your skin, so just go ahead and use the products of your choice. And then since we're going to be using mineral makeup here, I think mineral makeup is a really teen-friendly form of makeup. So since we're doing that and we really want to still get that flawless look, I'm going to do some concealer first, which is if I'm ever using mineral makeup, I would put on concealer first and then go on with the makeup. I'm going to be using NYX Concealer in a jar, and my color is light, and it's just a nice concealer, comparable of an affordable comparison to the Bobbi Brown creamy concealer kit. And basically I'm just using a little concealer brush, and I'm going to put this around my eye area in places where there's any redness or discoloration or dark circles. Just simply applying some of this there will bring some light to the area and make us all look a little more awake. And another thing you want to think about when you're using this concealer is if you really want a good result, go all the way up to your lower lash line with it. It's amazing how much, there's a little bit of discoloration right there, right under your eye, and that can really detract from a pretty eye look. So just make sure you're getting the concealer all the way up to, right in there. It'll really help you, and I think you'll notice a difference. When I started doing that, I noticed a big difference. Next, I'm going to be applying my foundation, and this is Maybelline Mineral Power Foundation. It's available at your local drugstore. My color is Sandy Beige, medium 1, and so I'm just going to tap a little bit of the product into the lid, just like that. So you got about that much, and then take a kabuki brush and just kind of swirl it in the product. Make it so like the product is getting into your brush, and then we're just going to swirl this all over our face. I like the coverage of this mineral foundation. I know I've posted reviews in the past. I think this is a little better coverage than Bare Minerals, and it doesn't make you quite as, I don't want to say shiny, but it's really like that dewy finish, it's a little more matte. So I'm just going up right under my eyes, sort of functioning to apply my foundation but also set that concealer we just did. And just continue to swirl it all over your face until you've got the coverage you want. So after foundation, I'm going to put on some bronzer. You can use whatever bronzer you like. I'm going to just stick with the Maybelline Mineral Power line, and this bronzer is in Sunkissed. And you can use whatever fluffy brush you like. I'm just going to use a kabuki brush that's a little fluffier than the last one I used, and just swirl it in the product. Again, just putting it in the lid, and just concentrate it on your forehead, down your nose, your chin, and your cheeks. Just think, where would the sun hit me? Where would I start to get a tan if I was out in the sun? So I'm just gonna get the product on, and this is really easy to apply. The process goes by really quick when you're using a nice big brush. And this gives you that little bit of shimmer too, but it's not really over the top. Alright, now that you've got your bronzer on, we're going to go for some blush, and I'm just going to stick with the Mineral Power stuff still. I'm going to use the Mineral Power blush in True Peach. I really, really like this color. I would just recommend for this look, for, the eye look that's going to be coming here, even if you don't have this exact product, just go with a peachy pink blush. Those generally look good on just about everyone. So once again, for this product, I'm just going to be swirling it in the lid and applying it right there to my cheeks. It's such a pretty color. Alright guys, I went ahead and applied some lip color. It's Revlon Colorstay Mineral Lip Glaze in Eternal Blossom. It's a light pink shade. And I also, before I put that on, I lined with my Rimmel Exaggerate lip liner in Eastend Snob. Totally optional, you wouldn't need to do that. It's just a new product I got, so I wanted to test it out. But anyway, for the eye, as you can see, we've got sort of a light pink and little bit of like lilac look going on, so it's really wearable and light, and I think it's a good teen look. So what we're gonna first do is use our NYX Jumbo pencil in Cottage Cheese. It's just like a white creamy pencil that you can put all over your lid to sort of make whatever color you're putting on there stand out more. So like I said, all of these products are suggestions. They're not, you know, what you have to use. If you have something similar that you like, then by all means you can do it, but otherwise this is just maybe giving you some ideas. So after putting that all over my lid, I've assembled this little Sally Girl quad. Now these are each 99 cents a piece, or 89 cents if you have a Sally card, and basically they just hook together, okay? They slide in like this, and you can put together, you know, however many you want. I made like this little quad, and I've got my colors that I have are Eggplant, it's like a deep purple, Rose is a pretty pink, Lilac, light purple, and then Champagne is a frosty white shade. So I'm going to be using these colors to create this look, and I'm going to start off with Lilac, the light purple shade, and I'm going to grab my, let's see, my e.l.f. shadow brush, just dip into that. It's got a little bit of sparkle to it, and we're just going to put that all over the lid. And this is not going to be a super bold look, because that was sort of what's been requested, you know, among these teen tutorials is, you know, not too crazy. I want something I can wear to class or wear, you know, out to the mall or whatever. So that's kind of the range I'm keeping this in. So putting that all over your lid. Then we're going to move on to this Champagne shade, and using that same brush, just dip into it with the tip, and then I'm going to use this just on the inner portion here of the eye. See how we've got this like little shimmer around the tear duct, really makes you look alive and awake. So I'm just going to do the same thing here. Okay, next we're going to move on to the Eggplant shade. This is going to be our crease color, the darker purple. I'm going to use my crease brush. This is not my fine crease brush. This is one that's a little step bigger, from Essence of Beauty. That's another drugstore brand at CVS. And just lightly dip into that purple, and we're going to apply that to our crease. And we're not worrying about an outer V, we're just putting it on our crease. Just to deepen that up a little bit and work it up. You know, if you're like me and you've got kind of a lot of space between your brow and your eye, you know, maybe work it up just a little higher. Okay, so we just got a little depth there, and if you could see this in person, you could see that it's coming off pretty, you know, like a very subtle purpley look, so I like that. And then we're going to take this Rose shade, and that's just a nice light pink with a little bit of sheen to it. I'm going to just use the same brush, and we're going to just go around the border of that darker purple, and it's going to create a really pretty effect here. It's just going to like kind of fade it right up, you know? So get some on your brush and just go right along the border of what you've done there. Okay? And then take a fluffier eyeshadow brush and go back to the Champagne, and this is going to be our highlight. Alright, so easy as that, guys. That's the eyeshadow look. Now for eyeliner, I'm going to be using my Revlon Colorstay in Blackberry. It's a pretty deep plum shade, and we're going to do about the outer half of our upper lid here with this. It helps me sometimes to look down into a mirror as I do this step. And so I'm just going about halfway in and just really using kind of light strokes with it, not applying too much pressure. Just a little bit there, and go right out to the edge, and then we're going to go to the bottom as well. Just connect on the outer corner and then go in just about halfway with that. Okay, and then to kind of set this, we're going to go back to our Eggplant shade, that dark purple, grab a liner brush, and just top off that color, or that liner that you put on. This is going to help make it a little more seamless around the corner of your eye too, just going over it like we are right now. And then if you want some color kind of all the way underneath, like I do, I'm just going to lightly take that powder and blend it right up to the liner. So this is a really soft look. It's not a harsh liner look. It's just kind of defining your eye without being too, you know, over the top. We definitely need to curl our lashes. I'm going to be using my e.l.f. eyelash curler, available for only $1 at islipsface.com. Then for my mascara, I'm going to be using L'Oreal's Telescopic mascara. It's a rubber brush mascara that's fairly new to me right now. So I'm still kind of deciding how well I like it, but obviously it's really nice and lengthening. Is the look for this teen tutorial. I hope you like it. I tried to work in a little bit of color but still keep it really subtle and appropriate for, you know, whatever occasion you might be taking part in. So thank you so much for watching and have a great day.